Welcome viewers. Today, Friday, April 30th, 2021, you are witnessing the launch of a streaming news service geared to keep you informed of developing and interesting news stories affecting the Belizean society. A22 News has been created to offer an outlet and invite individuals to share newsworthy issues which impacts us all as a people. In this, our inaugural stream, we take a look at the battle currently between the government of Belize and union organizations under the leadership of the National Trade Union Congress of Belize. As the government gears up to implement the progressive salary cuts, it is not without controversy and opposition. The unions have made their presence known through successive days of protesting at the steps of the National Assembly as Parliament goes through its annual budget presentation cycle. With the livelihood of thousands of public officers, policemen, soldiers, teachers being threatened, and the inevitable trickle-down effects. For context, a teacher on the lower level scale will be losing approximately $1,000 of income within the next 12-month span, which means that all disposable income, which translates to those evening and weekend restaurant visits, fast food orders, market day purchases, impulse buys, Facebook purchases, grocery shopping, leisure drives, and the list goes on, will have a direct impact on all those vendors who make a living from that disposable dollar. The economic crunch will tighten the struggle on an already strained economy, with over 60,000 Belizeans already unemployed or partially employed, and a lot of them on reduced income. The unions have made proposals to government in an effort to offset this unfortunate economic downturn. Restructuring of mortgages, land for salary loss for the disenfranchised, pledge from GOB to redeem lost income within a 3-year time frame. The IMF, on the other hand, is calling for retrenchment, increase on taxes on goods and services, particularly in the hospitality industry, which was already on life support. However, no one can see or predict the future, and as the economic tsunami pummels our shores, it will be felt by the marginalized the hardest. Rhetorical question. Will the slashing of $80 million from public officers and teachers' income help to salvage a failing economy? The government's recurring budget used to be approximately $1.4 billion, but the fiscal tightening, that dollar value has been reduced. They are now coming up $180 million short. How will they find the other $100 million? Will the unbridled borrowing continue? And also, who will rein in the government on what they term prudent spending? How many shiny new vehicles does GOB need? Or how much new office space do they need to rent? How many fat employment contracts do they need to approve? Then there are bloated works contracts given to party loyalists and more unnecessary borrowing. Those at the top keep saying there is no more money to spend, but someone has a magic wand, it seems. Some food for thought as we go to break and return shortly. This is A22 News. Another developing issue is that of the fiscal management of municipal bodies. Although central government has not interfered directly into the affairs of the municipal government, there is trouble brewing on that horizon. A22 News saw a leaked memo from the Belmopan City Council that shows the difficulties they are facing as meeting the wage bill again is becoming a problem. And I'm sure that is the reality for all municipalities across the country. The Belmopan City Administrator put out a memo to the staff informing them that salaries will not be paid today, April 30. It does not indicate when salaries will be released, but as you may recall, the previous administration had instituted a wage cut of 20% and still struggled to meet salaries. Then it was increased back to 100% just before the municipal elections. By the way, if you want to keep abreast of activities of the Belmopan City Council, go to their Facebook page. They have a public meeting later tonight at the May Gordon Park. Now, an important question. Has either central government or the municipal government truly done an honest assessment of how many people need to be employed within its systems to justify keeping all staff or letting some go? Times are tough, no doubt, but it begs the question, do they keep all staff and run the ship aground, or release some individuals so the boat can stay afloat? Maybe they should listen to the IMF this time. I'm just saying. Take a cue from the private sector, for example. When the pandemic hit, the immediate reaction was to curtail spending, which meant the hard decision of having to send very good workers home and quit certain operations. Folks, this will get harder before any plateauing effect is realized. A good example was also shared today in the media on how government could make a few extra bucks. It seems that our Central American friends don't have really access to the vaccine like we do in Belize. So it was suggested that we promote a pay for protection scheme, if you will. Get our neighbors to come over to Belize, charge them a fee for administering the shot, and send them home. We could be the regional hub for the vaccination program, make a few dollars, and ensure that our neighbors are inoculated in the process. Then, we open back the borders, get the cross-border relations going again, and money circulating. Neighbors helping neighbors. Hey, everybody wins. As well, why can't we open a canning plant in Belize where we can can our sweet and healthy vegetables and fruits? Have you tasted our mouth-watering watermelons and cantaloupes lately? Look at the overflow of tomatoes on the market. Also, prime meat products, anything that can be canned or even vacuum sealed for regional sale within the CARICOM and Central America can be done. The resources to get us out of this malaise is growing right in our backyards. Now is as good a time as any for GOB to invest some serious dollars in the agriculture industry. The world can use some of the good stuff that we produce. And now, let's take a look at the weather forecast. On a final note, my fellow Bemocanese and Belizeans, keep updated on what's going on in your community. Stay connected and offer support where you can. Belize will not effectively overcome this very tough season unless we all willfully participate in a process that has stretched us all to our breaking points. The new social media outlet 822 News will commit to keeping you informed of issues that directly affect us all, and we look forward to you, the citizen, playing a vital role in achieving this objective. Here is some information for any contributions, comments, concerns. 822 News can be reached through Mac Studio Belize, that's MAC Studio Belize, @gmail.com, or cell number 635-1240. Until we see you again, stand up and speak.